The importance of understanding all international air travel rules. Want to guarantee you get the cheapest flight available, every time? Click the link in the description right now. Are you planning on attending a business meeting or taking a vacation out of the country? If so, you will need to book a seat on an international flight. Have you ever been on an international flight before? If not, there are a number of factors that you should first consider, such as the international air travel rules. In fact, it is not only recommended that you do, it is required that you do. Not knowing all of the international air travel rules could land you in a boatload of trouble. When it comes to air travel rules, many travelers, maybe even you, automatically think of being in-flight. While there are in-flight travel rules that you must abide by, there are also other rules. These other rules are ones that apply in all airports, including international airports. Since you will arrive at the airport first, before actually boarding your airplane, it is advised that you first familiarize yourself with these common air travel rules. As previously mentioned, there are a number of airport rules that exist in all airports, regardless of whether those airports are international airports or domestic airports. These rules commonly include a list of prohibited items, the screening of all baggage, the removal of your shoes, and the screening of passengers. In addition to these airport travel rules, which can be found in almost all airports in the United States, there are some air travel rules that only apply to international airports. The number one rule that you must abide by at an international airport is identifying who you are. Since airline officials and airport security cannot guarantee that you are who you claim to be, you will need to show proof of identification. Depending on where you are traveling to, this identification may need to be more than a simple government-issued identification card or driver's license. In fact, you may also need to supply your birth certificate, a passport, a visa, or a certificate of citizenship. For additional information on which proofs of identification are required, you are advised to contact the international airport or airline that you will be using. Once you have made it through all of the international airport security checkpoints, you should be able to begin boarding your plane. When boarding your airplane, you are advised to do it in a calm, but timely manner. As soon as your airplane is in the air, you need to follow all instructions given by the pilot or flight attendants. This includes staying in your seat until it is safe to get up. In the event that you refuse to cooperate with the airline staff, you may be putting yourself and other passengers in danger. While it is important to understand all international air travel rules, there are many travelers who are unsure why those rules are so important. They are important not only for your safety and well-being, but for the safety and well-being of others. Although it may seem ridiculous at the time, but if you refuse to stay in your seat or you are caught arguing with airport security, you will find that you are automatically labeled a terror suspect. This is largely due in part to the fear of another terrorist attack. Once this happens, it is often difficult or impossible to go back to normal. In the event that you violate international airport security rules, intentionally or not, it is likely that you will be pulled aside. Depending on the rule that you violated, you may only receive a warning, but you could also receive much more. Should you be labeled as a suspicious traveler, you may be detained by airport security or local authorities for an undetermined amount of time. The same can be said for international air travel rule violations in the air. Once your airplane is able to land, often at the nearest available airport, you will be held for questioning. What will happen after questioning will all depend on your actions and the preferences of local authorities or airport security. Since you can never guarantee the outcome of your actions, it is important that you stay on your best behavior when at an international airport or aboard an international flight.